Swami Sweetanand Maharaj has arrived. Now we'll be offering flowers to Sri Ramakrishna. Then we'll start our program.
Hari Om Sahana Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shanno Mitra Samvaruna Shanno Bhavatvani Hava Shanna Indra Brihaspati Shanno Vishnu Rudurapama Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayu Vameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Ritam Vadishyami Pranasyam Vadishyami Tanmavadu Tadu Bhaktaram Avadu Mam Avadu Bhaktaram Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Bhadram Karne Vishnuyama Deva Bhadram Pashyet Makshaviryayatsah Sthirairaktaye Stushtovagam Sasanuni Yashema Deva Hitayadayu Swasti na Indro Vriddhashravaha Swasti na Pusha Patir Dadatu Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tatachayora Pranimahe Gatui Yagyaya Gatui Yagyapate Devi Swastirastuna Swastir Manushevya Urdham Yedatu Veshajam Shangno Astu Dipade Shankyatuspade Om Shanti Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu Jai Shri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Shri Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Shri Swami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Shri Durga Mai Ki Jai
Good evening. Now we are starting Swapan Mitra, Dr. Swapan Paul, Anirban Burman in tabla, Mahendra Naik in harmonium. Ramakrishna Vedanta Center, Lusaka, to officially welcome us to a special satsang.
Dear devotees and well-wishers, a hearty welcome to everybody. Today we have assembled here to welcome and to be in the company and to hear Deviya Swami Suvitanji Maharaj word, which will be useful for us in our life and in our sadhana. Today we are here to celebrate the 150th birth anniversary of Sister Nivedita. To start with, I wish to say a few words about the history of this center. The government of Zambia in late 1960s gave a piece of land to Ramakrishna Vedanta Center for conducting spiritual and social welfare activities. The father of the nation, Dr. Kenneth D. Kanda, had a high regard for Swami Vivekananda's inspiring ideas on potential divinity of man, harmony of religions, universal brotherhood, and all-round development of human personality into enlightened, responsible, and worthy citizen of the nation. At this point, we have to remember and pay our respects to Swami Nishresanji Maharaj, who was the guiding force to start this center. He had dedicated his life in disseminating the ideals and teachings of Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vedanta in this part of Africa. By the will of the Lord, in the year 2016, this center was officially affiliated to Ramakrishna Mission, Belur, India. Today we have with us Revered Swami Suhitanji Maharaj, the General Secretary of Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission. He is the administrative head of the whole organization, the Ramakrishna Order. Revered Maharaj joined the order in 1958, received Manta Diksha from Revered Swami Vishuddhanji Maharaj, then received sannyasa vows in 1970 from Revered Swami Veereshwaranji Maharaj. Revered Maharaj is fortunate to be the personal assistant and sevak of Swami Premeshanji Maharaj, who was the disciple of Holy Mother. He was appointed as the trustee of Ramakrishna Order in 1995. For 15 years, he served the organization as assistant secretary, and presently he is the general secretary of the organization. Dynamic leadership, many landmark and progressive events took place in the organization. May the Lord give him good health so that he can lead the organization in future also. Now, on behalf of this center and on behalf of all of you, I extend a warm welcome to Revered Swami Suhitanji Maharaj. Today, before coming to Durban, he was in charge of Cherrapunji Center. Under his leadership, Cherrapunji Center undertook many welfare activities, and people in that area were greatly benefited. On behalf of the center and on behalf of all the members present here, I extend a warm welcome to respected Swami Somanasanaji Maharaj. Today we have with us another Swamiji from Belur, there is Swami Shobhakarananji Maharaj. He is a multifaceted personality. He is good at singing. He is a good orator, a good administrator. He is presently in charge of the law department in Belur. He is also quite successful in handling the public relations of Belur with the government and non-government agencies. Now, on behalf of the center and on behalf of all of you, I extend a warm welcome to Swami Shobhakarananji Maharaj. I'm glad to say members of High Commission of India has come, and I welcome them, and I also extend my welcome to officials of Zambia Bank, and then I also extend welcome to members of Tamil Association, Malayali Association, Punjabi Association, Telugu Association, Lusaka Hindu Association, Gujarati Association, and Maharashtra Association, Bengali Association, and members of ISKCON, and members of Swaminarayan Temple. So, With this, I conclude and I welcome all of you to participate in today's program. Thank you very much.
Swami Sumanasa to address the gathering.
Shri Guru Namaha Hari Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Hari Om ओम सकुताय धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतार वरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः जननीं शारदां देवी रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयश्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः नमस्ते यतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे Most revered Srimad Swami Shrividananda Maharaj, the General Secretary of the Ramakrishna Mott and Mission worldwide, my dear brother monks, the head of this center and the spiritual director, Swami Shanti Mayanandaji, Swami Shubhakaranandaji from Belur Mott, respected dignitaries representing different departments of the government and organizations, respected mothers and dear devotees and our loving children. I hope our loving children will not make noise anymore because today is a wonderful day. We should enjoy it with all our chest and joy, but not make noise. Wonderful day. In our scripture it is said, Ashcharya Bhakta Kushalasya Labdha. How we know something? We know if the speaker, the exponent is wonderful, and also the questioner, the disciple, also the receptor who will receive. He or she also is wonderful in his or her pursuit. Then the real knowledge dawns in the mind of the questioner, the disciple. Swami Vivekananda was once as Ashcharya Bhakta and Sister Nivedita was Kushalasya Labdha, a receiver, wonderful receiver. And in the same way you can say Sri Ramakrishna also was Ashcharya Bhakta and Swami Vivekananda's disciple was wonderful. Sri Ramakrishna himself said, being criticized, questioned by Narendra, young Narendra, you all are telling I am avatar, all right, that's good, but what this young boy says, he doesn't believe that. He does not recognize. He does not approve of your view. Yes, Narendra, what he says? In presence of all, Narendra would say, yes, they may say that you are the Yuga avatar, Jimbrita Yuga Ishvara, the avatar of the age. We know God comes. Yada yada hi dharmasya glani bhavati bharato, we know in the Gita. And in the journey also, Ma Durga says, Itham yada yada vata dhanavatta bhavishyati, tada tada avakiriyaham karishyavali samsya. Whenever this unrighteous devil powers, evils grow, then I come to put them down, put them to sides. In the Gita, Bhagavan says, in the journey also, our Divine Mother, Ma Durga says, that we come, incarnate ourselves as it were embodied. God is formless, God is weak form, God is bodiless, but God, as it were, it seems that God takes a form for the devotion of the devotees. And in this age, Sri Ramakrishna afterwards Narendra said, wonderful this man. I have argued all my life, but finally I had to give him back because nothing I could disprove whatever Sri Ramakrishna said, prophesied. Everything came true, and whatever I criticized, now finally I accept. Now, this is the most perfect of all of us. And whatever ideas he got, he expressed it in the fiery Chicago address, Chicago lectures, first beginning with that, on 11th September in 1893. And after having the recognition of the whole world, nearly 2 minutes when Swami Vivekananda began his speech with the words, sisters and brothers of Vedanta, it fills my heart with joy unspeakable. And all the people stood, knowing not to what they were paying their homage, and deafening applause, clapping for 2 long minutes. And that was the beginning. And Swami Vivekananda said, as Buddha had a message for the East, I do have a message for the West, and I must deliver it. And what he preached, what he taught, this divinity of man, harmony of religions, and universal brotherhood, sisters and brothers of America. All these things, as if the whole world, people belonging to different races, color, creed, nations, Hindu, Muslim, Buddha, Christian, Jain, Parsi, all over the world, people are searching for something. And Vivekananda, the time was right, dais was ready, stage was set for him, and whatever he said, the whole world, all the intellectuals of the world, thinkers, philosophers, Nobel laureates, they accepted and said, there is a fire. This kind of words, messages should be preached. And when, after being that victorious speaker, orator, Swami Vivekananda came after 2 years in 1895 to London and delivered some lectures, Sister Nivedita attended. And first, Sister Nivedita, Miss Margaret Elizabeth Noble, and her family also was really a noble family. Very pious, very devout Christian. Father was a Christian priest, great, educated in that line. And grandfather was a freedom fighter. Ireland in those days was under British subjugation rule. And this man was very honored. The whole family, father, mother, grandfather, grandmother, there she was born with a question. What is the goal of human life? Does everything finish without death? But the Christian doctrines and faith and beliefs were not able to quench her thirst for religion. But he was an ardent, devout devotee of Jesus Christ. His life, his crucifixion, his renunciation, his giving up everything for the good of the humanity. She was very much impressed for all these things. She read Buddha's life. That also attracted her. The Buddha gave up everything for the good of the humanity. But inside her mind, she was at that time a luminary in the British society, in London society. This Mr. Bernard Shaw, Aldous Huxley, that scientist, philosopher, this literary luminaries, all accepted her writings. She was writing in different papers, criticisms, articles. All were very intellectually and spiritually developed and thought-provoking. She was a lady of that time, of that stature, and inside burning. Does it really mean anything what we are doing in the name of religion and some belief and faith, doctrines? No. What religion is? To know the truth. And she got the answer through Swami Vivekananda, completely being satisfied. As we say, doubt clearing session. No confusion, no doubt about the presence of God. Siddhanto Shyamnitasya Putrana Ye Dhamani Vikmani Tosto. All world, no one, as Bharivatasya has said, no one is a stranger all on your own. All are our sisters and brothers. That is what the resonance of that sound. Swami Vivekananda said, now Sister Nivedita in London, after attending some sessions and through argumentation, as young Narendra did with all his mental and intellectual vigor, with Ramakrishna questioning everything, presence of God and all other things in the name of religion. Now Sister Nivedita, as at that time, Mother Elizabeth Noble, young girl of just 28 years, a teacher, respected one, her own school was there, and her way of method of teaching was accepted by the society. She was respected by one and all. She started arguing with Swami Vivekananda, all her questions pouring out and being completely satisfied with the answers and the life. And many say, we have heard about Jesus, but we find that Jesus has again come back in your form. And Swami Vivekananda says, Jesus, what you say? Had I been in Nazareth at the time of Jesus, I would have washed his feet not with my tears, but with my heart's blood. You are comparing me with Jesus. You have already your Jesus. Only you purify yourself, devote yourself, be loyal. So, in this way, Swami Vivekananda won over the minds of the British society, English people, and started very nice work with the help of some of the Mr. Sturdy, the Sister Nivedita, and many others, the Captain Xavier, Mrs. Xavier, they also became Swamiji's admirer. And Sister Nivedita underwent a complete season and wanted to give up everything and join this Ramakrishna movement. Of what is that movement? No conversion, but transformation. The religion you are born in, yes, you do that. What is one? Ekam Satya Prabodha, you need not to get yourself changed, converted to some other religion, other belief, other faith, other rituals. It is not that. Purify yourself. We are all sisters and brothers spiritually. We are all interconnected, interrelated. We are ourselves only. Gaurava Shampuke Tomar Chaiko Kakudito Ishwar. Jive Prem Kore Jaijan Srijan Seviti Ishwar. Where are you seeking for the God? In different mosques and temples and churches and here and there? No. God is present in each and every one of us. Don't you find? Serve them as God and you will feel the presence of God in your own heart. All these words and this unworldly behavior and talks, wonderful personality of Swami Vivekananda, his teachings and his feelings, his religious, spiritual experiences, had very deep impression in Nivedita's mind. And she came to India in 1898. And Swami said, yes, India needs one lioness like you. And if you can do, yes, the Indian soil is open, you can do. And by doing this Shiva, particularly to the Indian women, then to the whole of the humanity, Sister Nivedita won over the heart of each and every one. That is why Rabindranath Tagore said, Loko Mata, Nivedita is not an ordinary lady. She is the mother of the Indian people and common people anywhere and everywhere. And Swami Vivekananda said, without the mistress, the maid, and the frame in one, to the future son of India. So in this way, Nivedita dedicated herself completely for the cause of for the good of the humanity, for the cause of Ramakrishna Vivekananda, and Vivekananda gave her this brahmacharya diksha, mantra diksha as we call. Here also it will happen in the month of December. Revered Swami Gautamananji Maharaj, one of the senior trustees and head of our Vedanta center is coming. Spiritual initiation. No conversion, but transformation. From matter to spirit. In enlightening yourself, transforming within. And Nivedita got it, and Swami Vivekananda dedicated herself to the cause of the whole world, the humanity. That is why Sister Nivedita used to say, I am Nivedita. Nivedita means the dedicated one, the offered one to the feet of the Lord. And she inspired all the people of India, freedom fighters and others in all spheres of life. Poets like Rabindranath Tagore had inspired. Rabindranath Tagore, the painter, sculptor, Ravi Verma, all these things, many people in India in those days, Ajanta, Ellora, all these things is valued. This Nobel prize was to be given to Rabindranath. She translated from this Bengali to English many of the poems of the Gitanjali. Perhaps many of you know, perhaps many of you do not know. The contribution of Sister Nivedita. Jagadish Chandra Bose, he got recognition through Nivedita. And Indian freedom movement, which this country also got. So I am in South Africa now. They also got, after the liberation of India, many worldwide, many nations got liberation. Freedom is the first right, first condition of growth. And Sister Nivedita inspired people everywhere. This disseminated these ideas. Harmony of religion, God can be realized through each and every path, way, creed. Only you have to be pure in mind. You have to be very yearning, heart, soul, pure, honest, devoted. Not only doing something, thinking something, in our behavior, it is not that. Complete dedication. And this brotherhood, harmony of religion, divinity of human being. Why we were sinners? We are the children of immortality. All these things, Sister Nivedita, and the freedom, patriotism. Everyone, Chitta Jeta Bhayashunno, Putra Jeta Shi, wherever the head is high and the Rabindranath Tagore sword. All these things, all luminaries got inspiration. After passing away of Swami Vivekananda, Sister Nivedita as if took the responsibility of inspiring the freedom fighters everywhere. And not in this physical freedom, emancipation from the bondage of our death and life. This body, mind complex. This is not that. We are spirit, soul immortal. All these messages Sister Nivedita did, and all over the world this 150th birthday anniversary is being celebrated. We are very, very happy that for this function we have got no less than our most revered General Secretary Maharaj, His Holiness Srimad Swami Shuitanandaji, who came from Belur to South Africa. I requested Maharaj, we have newly got this center. Why don't you go, Maharaj, please? Despite your frail health and despite your busy schedule, a General Secretary of the Ramakrishna Modern Mission 20 days remaining outside of India headquarters is very difficult. But Maharaj acted. Since it is the new center, new Swami has been sent here. Something wrong was going on. The first president, Mr. Kedanji, Dr. Kedanji, 20 days remaining outside of India headquarters is very difficult. But Maharaj acted. Since it is the new center, new Swami has been sent here. Something wrong was going on. The first president, Mr. Kedanji, Dr. Kedanji, gave this land to our Swami, Swami Nishyanandaji Maharaj. And something incredibly wrong happened. It went to the hands of some people who needed to understand the ideology of Ramakrishna, the universal brotherhood, harmony of religions, divinity of each and every one, belonging to any caste, creed, no problem. But we are all sisters and brothers. This Divan Bharat we have got has come to say, to realize that truth, feeling the presence of God in each and every one. Sarva Bhutastamatmanam, Sarva Bhutani Atmani, in everyone. Myself and others also belonging to any caste, creed, color, scheme, complexion. So these things, grand things, the whole world, Tolstoy, a Christian man, in what way he appreciated, translated also many. This Nobel laureate, another, this French seven Nobel laureate, he translated, he wrote this wonderful book, The Life of Swami Vivekananda, Life of Swami Ramakrishna. All these people all over the world, big people, thinkers, they found that if humanity is to survive, as Mark Twain has said, historian, then we have to come under the umbrella of Ramakrishna Vivekananda ideas, which is nobody's. Vivekananda does not belong to Hindus, to India only, to Zambia only, to South Africa only. Vivekananda is equally for Indians, for Americans, for everyone. This personality, Buddha, Jesus, can anyone question? Jesus belongs to me only, my race only, my nation only. Buddha can be claimed by anyone. Vivekananda, Ramakrishna, Masarada, their universal teachings are also universal. It has that happy. So we are very happy that amidst us we have got mostly here model. We will hear from him, but ambience should be there. There should be a spiritual vibration. It should not be a separate one. Today, very carefully, with all our love, devotion, and emotion, we will hear from Maharaj. And the Swami, my brother's speaker, he is a good speaker. As a young Swami, he will also speak. See, all of us, you have some dramas cases, but not making noise, thinking of their contribution, their dedication, Nivedita, how much we can also rededicate being inspired, drawing inspiration from their life. We have got the center back only to disseminate the ideas of Ramakrishna Vivekananda. That we will do with the help of the devotees all present here. Those who have come, many have already, I met ministers, the chief register societies, the IG of chief of the police here, and the chief of the banks. Many others also there. We have got our friends here. Ramakrishna Vivekananda is universally accepted. There is no dogmatism, no narrowness, no smallness in it. So we all will have our thirst quenched through their teachings, which is universal, nothing else. And I am so happy today seeing so many people, mothers and others coming and joining, youngsters, small children or loving children, participating with all their joy, celebrating 150th birthday anniversary of Sister Nivedita Thakur Mahaswami. All will be happy and bless us and guide us. That is my prayer, that we can really understand the ethos of Ramakrishna mission. Atmano Shartam Jagat Hitaya. Your own salvation, emancipation, and also at the same time, what we need? Helping others. Because they are not others. They are me, they are we in a different form. Physically different, but spiritually we are all the same. Ekam Sat Viprabodha. That is the gospel. That is what the whole universe, whole world needs. To be taught, to be practiced, to be heard, and get inspiration and follow. And we are trying to do that. Be and make. We must be good and make others good. We must be spiritual and make others spiritual. We must be dedicated and make others to dedicate themselves for the good of the humanity. Yani anuvatani karmani tani sevitavani. No, you shall not do any bad things. Those who have done something wrong to this institution, still there is some Supreme Court is going on. But as Jesus said, my Father in the heaven, forgive them for they do not know what they are doing. May God bless us all and we understand our real identity, which is nothing, no matter, but spirit and spirit, soul and God, divinity. That is what we will understand, we will realize in this life through the activities of this center. Here, your own spiritual emancipation, at the same time, you must help others also to get that emancipation, to get that joy, to experience that truth. Otherwise, you are selfish, you are small, you are narrow. Ramakrishna Vivekananda, Masarada Devi came just to take us from that narrowness and show us the whole world is open, the world is our over. That's all. Thank you all. My pronouns to Revered Maharaj, and I am extremely happy to see my brother Swami Shanti Manandaji Maharaj, newly appointed here. I have been nearly about 1 year, 10 months associated with this institution. I am very near. I will again come and meet you. I pray to Revered Maharaj, our General Secretary Maharaj, to come again and bless this people, this land, with this holy music and holy words, so that we all draw inspiration and can follow this teaching coming here through this institution. That is what I pray to Thakur Swamiji. Thank you all. Namaskar.
Thank you.
We got a good background on what we're celebrating today.
स्थापकाय च सर्वस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे भगवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णस्य पादपद्मं प्रणमामि नमः श्रीगिरिराजाय विवेकानन्दस्य श्रीसिद्धस्वरूपाय स्वामिने नमः। Revered Srimad Swami Sukhitananda Ji Maharaj, Swami Sumanasana Ji Maharaj, Swami Shantimayananda Ji Maharaj, my respectful pranams to all of you, and my loving and respectful namaskar to the dignitaries, devotees, and admirers. Once God said to Rishi Narada, Naham Tishnami Vaikunthe Yoginam Hridayena cha Madbhakta Yatra Gayati Tatra Tishnami Narada. Means, neither I remain in my own abode at Vaikuntha, nor even in the hearts of the yogis, but where do I reside? Wherever my devotees sing the glory of God, that is the place where I reside. So there is no doubt that God is very much present here and He is amidst us. But we forget all these things. Here one thing is said, that Mad Bhakta is devotee. Who can be his devotee? The person who has devoted his or her life and everything, he should be called a devotee. Who loves God at the same time, who loves the children of God. You know, we listen to all these things many times, but we forget. How? Because there are two concepts, information and transformation. We get lot of information, but when the question of transformation comes, we don't know how to put into practice. In Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, a beautiful story is there. As all of you know, that Gospel is full of stories. To teach the highest and lofty idea in a lucid language. What the story goes like that. There is to be Harisabha. Harisabha means a place where every day God's name is to be chanted, sung, and discourses is to take place. And there, one mother-in-law and one daughter-in-law, they used to go together. So then what happened? Say, one day, in course of the giving the discourse, Panditji said, you know, God resides in everybody's heart. Yes, both mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law did. Very next day, while cooking, the daughter-in-law saw the cat drinking milk. So she didn't say anything, because last evening only, she thought that God resides in everybody's heart. That means God is there in the cat's heart also. Then, when mother-in-law, when she came and saw the incident, and she got furious, and she started scolding the daughter-in-law. What kind of person you are seeing? You are seeing that cat drinking milk, but you are not telling anything. There is a daughter-in-law said, Mother, yesterday is my heart, we all heart, that God is in everybody's heart. Then you know what was the answer of mother-in-law? She said, what? You don't have any practical knowledge. Whatever you hear there in Harisabha, you bring everything at home. I leave it there itself. So it happens with most of us. We get a lot of information, but we don't want to transform that. Now, we have decided to celebrate all over the globe through the centers of Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission. So there is a project of celebrating the 150th birth anniversary of Sister Nivedita in a very befitting manner. Why Nivedita? Because sometimes this type of personalities, they come and they live their lives in such a way so that people come to know as to how to live their life. Sri Ramakrishna, Vivekananda, the wisdom they have passed it on to the next generation. Sister Nivedita was one of them. And Sister Nivedita, whatever she has learned, yes, she has put into practice. She came all the way from England. She was born in Ireland. She came to India. And there, she gave her all. You know, there is a beautiful picture that we very often come across, that Holy Mother and Sister Nivedita, they are sitting together. It is a very significant picture. Why? Holy Mother is considered to be the last representative of the ancient culture, at the same time the first representative of the modern culture, who is giving space, who is giving room for the modern culture to enter. Then modern culture smeared with our ancient culture, when it is put into practice, it gives some value, it carries some meaning. In Bhagavad Gita also it says, in the last chapter, you know the Sanjay, he can be considered just like television, because whatever happened there in battlefield, he narrated everything before Dhritarashtra. He had a Divya Darshan and Divya Drishti also. So in the Sanjay, at the end of the Bhagavad Gita, he is saying, Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partha Dhanu Dharaha, Tatra Sri Vijay Vibhuti Dhuva Nishit Matima. Wherever the presence of God, Supreme God is there, and his or her grace is there, and when it gets mingled with the human effort, what happens? Excellence comes, success comes. In that very picture of Sister Nivedita and Holy Mother, we see that the ancient culture and the Indian culture and the modern culture are coming together. They are accepting each other. And what happens? Based on that ancient culture, Nivedita sought humanity. Generally what happens? Whenever we serve someone, somehow or other, we want to have something, we expect something in return. But in the case of Nivedita, there was no such expectation. There was only expectation. What was that? You know, the greatest contribution of Sri Ramakrishna Vivekananda is they have brought our human dignity back. That is the teaching Sister Nivedita got from Sri Ramakrishna and Vivekananda. And what was her expectation? Yes, the expectation, one kind of conversion. What conversion it was? It was not at the cost of the culture or religion. It was conversion from the state of humanity to divinity, but not at the cost of your own culture. Yes, if we forget our culture, what happens? We forget the values, we forget the basics. Generally what happens, we know that there will be big trees, but when big storm comes, sometimes the big trees also fall down. Why? If the base is not ready, if the base is not strong, however big we may become, we may fall at any time. What is the base? Base is the culture. What is our culture? Swamiji said, take the place of a giver. That means whatever is there, try to give others. Give everything without expecting anything. But how to give? Upanishad says, Shraddhaya Deyam, Ashraddhaya Adeyam. Whatever you give with respect. Without respect, don't give anything. Priya Deyam, Shreya Deyam, Samvida Deyam. Whatever is good there in you, with you give the best thing. Yes, you see, but good care was not the necessary. Shreya Deyam, it should be given, the best thing should be given. If it is not given, accident may take place at any time. So we are talking with the example also. But at the same time, you know, one thing is that when you saw somebody falling, we all became very much conscious about that person. It is the real divinity. Because we need to feed for others. In a letter to the Mysore Maharaja, Swami Vivekananda writes, my dear noble prince, the vanities of the world are very much transient. They alone live who live for the others. The rest are more dead than the alive. Now, the time has come. We need to ask ourselves every day, whether we are alive or not. How can we feel for others? Can we do good to others? Can we serve others without expecting anything? We need not ask answers to anyone. All the answers will come from within. If we are very sincere to ourselves. If we are very sincere at what we all do, what we all say, what we all behave. If we are sincere to ourselves, all power is there within us. Everything will come from within. Yes, I pray to the Holy Trinity so that we can take the place of giver, and that will be the befitting manner to pay homage to Sister Nivedita and the Holy Trinity. With this small prayer, I take leave of this.
To invite our chief guest, Revered Swami Shuhitanandaji, General Secretary of Ramakrishna Martyr Mission India, to give a discourse. Thank you.
Respected Shumana Shananda, Shantivayananda, Shubhakarananda, and just I should say that you are enlightened admirers of Ramakrishna Vivekananda movement. I am purposely mentioning the name in the term enlightened, because you are coming from different sections of the society, different concepts, different ideologies, but in spite of that, you are feeling that we should come under such a banner or such an umbrella where we can have some common formula or common concept, where we can shake hands together, where we can dine together, where we can live together. So that sort of environment you are wanting, and that thing you are getting under this feet of Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother and Swami Vivekananda. Here, different programs are there. The programs involve the children also, others also, different sections of our society and different ages also. So it is not a small matter to bring together all with some common purpose, some cultural function or demonstration. There is the easy thing. But for some higher thoughts and higher culture, to bring this type of persons is some sort of motley crowd and with some high fervor, it is undoubtedly demands some special recognition and appreciation. So I am grateful to you that you are ready to share this environment. We all you have heard and we all know that Swami Vivekananda, while he taught in America, and there was thunderous applause was there. He simply uttered, sisters and brothers of America. And it had, what an impact it had. You will be happy to know. Certainly some of you may be knowing that every day afterwards, after that incident, every day for 15 days, there were discourses in the Parliament of Religion. Early morning, thousands of people used to go there and they had to listen to all sorts of talks being delivered. And they would patiently bear and listen only because at the end, the announcer would announce that Swami Vivekananda would speak for 5 minutes. Just only because otherwise, if Swami Vivekananda's name is not announced, the whole audience will come out. Who is going to listen to all this talk from this to some extent boring? In native, a slave country representative, why he would have so much of impact on that sort of society? And who are the listeners? Who appreciated Vivekananda? Who stood up? They are all white people and they were all Christians. The Christians, they first discovered Swami Vivekananda. It was not the Hindus, nor the Muslim, nor the Indian, but the foreigner and the Christian of white complexion people. They discovered Vivekananda. They could find out the greatness of Vivekananda. And that greatness had its impact and effect, not only there, as he has mentioned, at that then time, all the and the stars of the world, they felt that much enamored to go through his lecture, to go through his talk. Tolstoy is saying that from morning onward, I am going through the Swamiji's one book, Radha Yoga. From morning, now evening, still I am continuing with that same book. Undoubtedly, this man is the most intelligent person in this world. And what a fantastic English and expression. So, this was Tolstoy himself said, and you have heard that Romarala, Nobel laureate, he also got not only that. At that time, in Brazil, Sao Paulo, I had the opportunity to visit Sao Paulo. There, they took me one church. In that church, they took me. Generally in the church, shoes are allowed, but they took me upstairs and the third story, and they asked us to remove our shoes. Why? Because here we generally meet for when we have to take some major decision at that time. And we go barefoot and 6 chairs are there. Chairs are there and one chair is there, he is the chairman. It is empty. The other trustees are there, but that chair is reserved. Reserved for what? The chairman is Swami Vivekananda. And Vivekananda never visited that place. But one person who came and attended this Parliament of Religion, he got so much inspired that after coming back, that gentleman, he was a Christian and Catholic, he started one fraternity of brothers. And he made Swami Vivekananda will remain lifelong chairman in this organization. And even today, the chair is left vacant in honor of Swami Vivekananda. So that type of recognition was given to Swami Vivekananda. Why? Because Swami Vivekananda was a man of international personality. He did not belong to any country or any nation. He himself said, never I belong to any country. No nation can have any claim to me. I belong as much to India, as much to England, as much to America. That was Swami Vivekananda's personality. And this type of personalities, when they come in the world, they become world personalities, world figures. Here we are lucky to find these three personalities, Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother Sharda Devi, and Swami Vivekananda. And in that same footstep, we can mention about Nivedita also. Why? What as Shubhakaranda has mentioned, that means what is there in their life, they gradually transform themselves into some other existence. Swami Vivekananda in London, he was giving a talk which has been now recorded as a book that has been given the name Jnana Yoga. In that Jnana Yoga, he delivered the lecture. The lecture was Apparent Man and Real Man. Apparent Man, who is the apparent man? That means I am apparent man. What is the real man? My mind, my full intellect, my personality, which is inside. Generally in the society, we talk and behave in one language. But in our heart of hearts, while I remain indoors, while I hold my door and remain inside alone, at that time that is my real man. This apparent man, it is that man is meant for the society, but the real man is the actual man. Swami Vivekananda said that there are some personalities who just transform themselves from this apparent man come to the real man. They have no double personality. They become only one personality. In Sri Ramakrishna's life, we find that manifestation. Swamiji has mentioned that what is spirituality, what is religion, manifestation of the divinity already in man. That divinity is in me, as the same divinity which was in Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, Swami Vivekananda, Nivedita, the same divinity is in me. Only I do not know how to manifest it, how to bring it down. But this type of person, they have, through their life, they have demonstrated that how this divinity can be manifested. I remember one interesting story. You all have heard that Leonardo da Vinci, that famous artist sculptor. So he just gave shape from the block of stone, one beautiful sculpture. After, when he finished, one of his friends came to the studio and he was very much surprised to find the perfection of the statue. He said, "What a splendid work you have done." The Leonardo da Vinci, what did he reply? He did not take the credit. Instead he said, that beautiful image, it was already in that block of stone. What I have done, I have simply removed the undesirable pieces of stone from this structure, and the thing came out in its own glory. This is the thing. These great personalities, they slowly try and evolve. Gradually, they manifest their internal or inner divinity. How did they do? Let me tell. Say Sri Ramakrishna, truthfulness. All through, he was truthful. He could not think that there can be double statement or dual statement. That means what I say, that I do. What I say, that I be. This being and becoming, that is Ramakrishna's truthfulness. He has seen God. If God is there, he said, if in this block of stone, this goddess Kali, he was worshipping. What is that? It is a block of stone. Is there any God? If it is a God, I shall have to find it out. Until and unless I can find out God, I cannot stop. Because otherwise, my worshipping God in the stone is becoming some false action. So I cannot stop till I find the truth. The same principle which Sri Ramakrishna applied, that the same principle Einstein also applied. Einstein also applied. How? Einstein had one scientist friend, Boshisha Sen. He was an agriculturalist and scientist also. So because he was a scientist, he had an acquaintance with Einstein. One day, Einstein became curious and asked Boshisha Sen, because he knew that Boshisha Sen was in touch with this Ramakrishna movement. He had his initiation from Brahmananda Maharaj, the direct disciple of Sri Ramakrishna. So he asked Boshisha, what is your concept, your idea about the realizations of Sri Ramakrishna? Boshisha said, I think that whatever he used to find out, he used to try to find out the truth behind it. And in that process, he went on thinking about God, and he could not rest until he found out that the truth was revealed to him. And in this same process, he could realize God in the stone, in the image, in human being, in everything, and that was his truthfulness. The moment Einstein heard this, Einstein immediately jumped on his feet. This same methodology I apply about my all sorts of discoveries. Everything, whatever I have found out, here is the same methodology. What is it? The moment I hear some problem. That problem, it works in my mind. It continuously working and irritating. And slowly I go on thinking. It may be that sometimes with one problem of this cosmology I am thinking for 2 days, sometimes 2 months, even sometimes 1 year, 2 years. And I cannot rest until and unless the truth is revealed to me. So how the truth is revealed? That first the truth is flashed before me. And all this mathematical formula calculation, what you find, all these things might just afterward. It is the afterward I got down into the mathematical formulas. Sri Ramakrishna also followed the same methodology. That means what he did, that means say he did not stop. Then first he had the vision of Goddess Kali. Afterward he had the Guru, and under the Guru's leadership and guidance, one after another, he went on realization. And he was a Hindu priest. Naturally we feel that he should be satisfied with the Hindu gods and goddesses. Ramachandra, Krishna, Advaita, Tantra, all the things, but he did not stop. He has seen that some persons are going to the church, some persons are going to the mosque, and they are also saying that they are thinking God. If God is there, I shall have to know how they think of God, whether that is also truth or not, I should know. And he went on practicing, and the truth was revealed to him. Jesus Christ appeared before him. Muhammad, Islam, he had the realization, he had the vision of Muhammad. So we have nowhere anywhere heard that this Islam afterward it has been revealed to anybody. But Sri Ramakrishna, he claimed that I have the vision of Muhammad. Muhammad looked like this, he had this vision. And that he had some exchange of views also with Muhammad. So that much boldness he had. Why? Because he going to sticking on truth. This is one aspect of Sri Ramakrishna. Another if I say, we know that he is to talk about this governing culture. That is greed and love. These two things he despised. And in his own life he demonstrated, and not only he demonstrated, what Sharda Devi also demonstrated, the direct disciples, they demonstrated, and following them, the thousands of innumerable devotees are following the same concept in their own life, as well as it is being translated and transmitted into other life. Once, Ramakrishna, he got a letter from Freud. What letter he got, we have no record. But what Ramakrishna replied to Freud, that record we are having. In that particular letter, Ramakrishna is saying that what you have written, that means we know that Freud, he used to say that every instinct, every part of our life is controlled by our sex desire. That was the Freudian concept. But Ramakrishna is contradicting Freud and saying what you are writing, that may be partially true, but I cannot totally endorse it, because soon I am going to write the life or history of two personalities who could transcend these sentiments and these elements in human being. Who are they? The life of Ramakrishna and the life of Swami Vivekananda. He is saying, and about Freudian theory, another of our Swami Ashokananda, he wrote an article that Freud is partially true, because he is a doctor, physician. Who come to a physician? Only the patients come, not the normal persons come. If Freud had the opportunity to see the other side of human life, probably Freud also would have changed his philosophy, changed his approach and theory. So, this is a new dimension which we find being manifested in this life of this world personality. We got one book. In that book, name is, I have seen the same book in this center, Johannesburg, Man Without Frontiers. Man Without Frontiers. The gentleman who has written this book came to us and presented us 5 copies of that book. Who has written? One, John Bosco, Bishop. He has written this book. I was surprised, and that man, he is based in Italy. From Italy he came and he asked us whether we can work together in collaboration with each other. Then we said, no, in your way you go on, in our way we are going on. But we both are worshipping Jesus in that as our deity, chosen deity, as our God. I asked him, why did you write this book and how to get the inspiration? This John Bosco, that father, he said, see, in my childhood, I was born in Kerala, India. So my parents used to take me some center of Ramakrishna mission. So I used to visit that, and that was imprinted in my mind. Now after going through the Bible and all other things, I feel that my Bible understanding has been much more strengthened by going through the teachings of Swami Vivekananda. So I am indebted to Swami Vivekananda to giving the right understanding about the Bible. So I have written this book in honor of Swami Vivekananda. These are the persons, they are having this type of impact. Another person I like how they are, why these type of persons are all personalities. UNO Secretary General Frederick Mayo, he was invited to give a talk. There he mentioned that I am surprised to find the memorandum of Ramakrishna Mission and the memorandum of UNO. This UNO was drafted in 1945, only after the Second World War. Whereas this Ramakrishna Mission Memorandum was drafted in 1897. So 50 years back, Vivekananda drafted the Memorandum of Association, and after 50 years, UNO drafted the Memorandum Association. If you go through and tally the language, you will find surprise as if the UNO had copied from this Vivekananda's drafting. So Frederick Mayer, he himself said that I am surprised how these two things can become so identical in their purpose and goal. Another, Irina Bokova, she is UNESCO Secretary General. Once he was invited in our Paris ashram. There she said the topic was Swami Vivekananda. I also was there and she was there. There she said, she started a talk. Only 3 minutes she talked. And she said that this conflict starts in the mind of man. This war is nothing. All these things are nothing. But the conflict starts in the mind of man. So if we can enrich some human mind, then all these conflicts will fizzle out. And on this occasion, when this world is passing through this sort of strain and tension, there cannot be a better topic than Swami Vivekananda. So, and you'll be happy to know, I have been mentioning again and again 3 personalities, Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, and Swami Vivekananda. You'll be happy to know that this UNESCO, they have declared in their manifesto for 21st century these 3 things. The 3 messages of these 3 personalities. One is that learning to know. So many of you, those who are in touch with UNESCO or this internet, you know that this has been a past manifesto, learning to know. Sri Ramakrishna in his deathbed, he declared, Jabod Bachi, Tabod Sikhi. As long as I survive, I am to learn something. So this is just to think. More than 100 years, 150, 80 years back, Sri Ramakrishna uttered something, and that is being just taken like the world civilization, world humanity as a concept, as a precept, or some purpose of human life. The second manifestation which UNESCO has taken, that is learning to live together. Then we shall have to live together. If we cannot live together, then we shall have to come into confrontation, we shall have to come into blows. And peace will be disturbed, all sorts of security will be disturbed. So what was Holy Mother's message, her last message? In this world, nobody is foreigner. We shall have to stay lovingly, and we shall have to find faults in ourselves. Instead of finding faults in others, let us find faults within ourselves. This is the message. Until and unless we follow this dictum, it is not possible to just follow this message which UNESCO is declaring. The third message which UNESCO has given, that is learning to be. That means what I say, that I shall have to be. Swami Vivekananda said, what is religion? Religion is being and becoming. It is nothing more than that. What I am struggling, that I shall have to be in my translate into my own life. Slowly, slowly, slowly. That is called spiritual life. It is not seeing or something, some mistake, anything, nothing of the sort. That means my gradual transformation, which Ramakrishna said, that gradual transformation in our personality, that is the thing. So these 3 manifestos, which UNESCO has declared, these things we find, they almost their gospel, some expression to the mouth from Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, and Swami. I will one small incident, I will finish my talk. That incident, we used to get some letters from Canada, one Catholic gentleman. His name was Mr. Paul. In Belur, we get, because he is a Catholic man and religious man, he used to put so many questions. The first email came, when not less than 10 questions were there. We could find that the man is sincere. It is not American. Sincere to how? So he is trying to follow good life. So we also answered to his question. Next, again, after a few days, after 1 or 2 months, again he sent some, again new question. And we answered. In this process, it continued for 6 months. All of a sudden, we could find that that man has stopped writing any letter. We became a bit curious. After 3-4 months, we waited. When no letter came, we sent an email. Said, we are not getting any questions from you. How are you? Hope you are keeping well. That man replied, Mr. Paul from Canada, he replied, my all problems have been solved. Recently I went to the church, and there the bishop, he handed over to me a book. To hear my query, he handed over to me a book. And after going through that book, all the problems have been solved. What is the name of the book? Certainly you are curious to know. Its name is The Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. After reading book, so you are lucky that you have come under such a big umbrella where we can live very comfortably and sharing and enriching ourselves with prayers from all of us. I am in. Thank you.
The next item is a song by Swami Shubhakarananda ji.
here this evening to welcome Swamijis from India, and in particular the General Secretary, Reverend Swami Swaminathanandaji. I wasn't planning to make a speech here, so I'd like to thank the Vedanta Center for inviting us over here. I wish this program goes well. Thank you.
Once upon a time, there was a young sannyasi who was practicing yoga for a long time. One day, he was meditating under a tree when a few dry leaves fell on his head. He looked out and saw a crane and a crow fighting on a branch of a tree. Seeing this, he became very angry. How dare these foolish birds disturb my meditation with their fighting? Do they know who I am? I'm a great sannyasi, and no one must do anything to bother me. I will totally destroy these birds to teach them a lesson. The sannyasi was very proud and arrogant, but because he had been worshipping and practicing yoga for a long time, he had gained some special powers. A flash of fire came out of his eyes, and with this, he burned the two birds to ash. Some time later, he went to town to beg for his alms. He went to one house and knocked on the door to ask for some food. Mother, I'm hungry. Give me some food.
Wait a little, my son. Let me finish the work I am doing. Then I will bring you something to eat.
The woman went inside her home while the monk waited outside the door. She took some time to come back. The sannyasi got very angry at this.
You wretched woman! How dare you make me wait like this? Do you know who I am? I'm a great and respectable sannyasi. No one should make me wait like this.
My boy, don't think too highly about yourself. I am neither a crow nor a crane. You cannot turn me into ashes just like that.
The sannyasi was astonished and fell at her feet.
Mother, how do you know about that?
My boy, I do not know your yoga. I'm an ordinary person. I made you wait because my husband is ill and I was resting. All my life I have struggled to do my duty. Doing my duty is all the yoga I know. And doing my duty, I have become inhumane and put
finishing all his work, the butcher took the sannyasi to his home. There, the sannyasi asked the butcher many difficult questions about the soul, about God, and about other philosophical and religious matters. The butcher gave marvelous answers which reflected the highest thoughts of Vedanta.
Butcher, suppose a man reaches samadhi, enlightenment. Then what happens to it? What happens to it after he comes out of samadhi?
When a man comes out of samadhi, he returns to consciousness of the external world. But this consciousness differs from the kind normal people experience. While common people take this world to be real, such an enlightened person realizes that the external world is merely a reflection of the ultimate reality, like an image in a mirror. He is thus no longer bound by any worldly duty.
I am very surprised. How can you be in such an ugly body, doing such filthy work, yet have such deep philosophical knowledge?
My son, no duty is impure, no duty is ugly. My birth placed me under such circumstances, so I try and do my duty best of my abilities. I am not a monk, and I do no formal yoga, but by doing my everyday work with full concentration and in an unattached way, such Vedantic knowledge has automatically come to me. Everyone can achieve illumination this way. One doesn't need to be a yogi to reach the ultimate goal.
The sannyasi was humbled by the butcher's knowledge and reasoning. From then on, he stopped thinking so highly of himself and realized that householders can also be great yogis. Thank you.
Kalumba has arrived and we would like him to say a few words. Mayor of Lusaka, sir.
To you all, first of all, let me say I'm very happy to be present here. Thanks for the invitation. You know, I only have a few words, but I should start by saying the celebration of the 150th birth of Ramakrishna is, I hope I pronounce it well, it is an event that's important to all of you here. And let me also mention that Zambia is a country where you find all religions. We may have raised the Christian nation, but all religions are allowed, and I hope that everybody passes their religion free and without any problems. Important also is the need to pass on our traditions and beliefs across generations. And I think events like this plays a very important role. This is why we need to keep this tradition, make sure we pass our beliefs and religion to our young ones down generations, so that people don't forget where they come from and where their ancestors, the beliefs of their ancestors. I don't have many words. What I can say, let us celebrate this event wholeheartedly and with all the joy that it comes with. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Worship.
একটা প্রার্থনা আগে একটা ভজন গাইছি স্থাপকায় চ Ramakrishna Janani Sharadam Devi Ramakrishna Jagat Guru Padmi Tayo Pranamami Sri Namah Sri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraya Satchidasakarupaya Swami Tabhari Jai Jai Jagajanani Ma Jagadambi Jai Jai Jagajanani Ma Kya Mahama Suhana Hai Jagadambi Jai Jai Jagajanani Ma मारू कुछ सपना चरणों में मेरे मन के भाया है जगदम्बे जय जय जगत जननी माँ Shri Ram Tahi, Shri Krishna Tahi. Shri Ram Tahi, Shri Krishna Tahi. Durga Kali, Shri Radha Shri Ram Tahi, Shri Krishna Tahi. Durga Kali, Shri Radha Shri Ma. Brahma Vishnu Shankar मैं जो तुमसे पाऊं मैं जो पाऊं तुमसे पाऊं जो देवे में तरसाऊं तुमसे पाऊं जो देवी में तरसाऊं कुछ रहे ना मेरा अपनापन कुछ रहे ना मेरा अपनापन मैंने सर्वस्व चढ़ा मैंने सर्वस्व चढ़ाया है जननी
for traveling all the way from Kitwe.
Thank you, Mr. Honorable Foreman, who was assisting him on the program. The next drama is on Sister Nivedita, directed by Mr. Vishwajit Chaudhary.
Anushka Dev, Vedika Basu, Orna Bhome, Shreya Shangunta, Devapriya Sud, Golo.
My name is Shreya and I'm going to narrate to you today the life of Sister Nivedita. The original name of Sister Nivedita is Margaret Elizabeth Noble. She was born on 28th October 1867 in Ireland. Her father was a priest. At the age of 1, they moved to Manchester, England. Margaret, please come near me. Father, why are you coughing? Don't worry, my daughter. I'll be fully cured.
I'm actually praying to Lord Jesus Christ every day for your speedy recovery.
Please call your mother.
Father is calling you.
What happened to you? Are you well? Look, let us come out in the fan because of coughing again. Oh my God. You please don't tell Margaret about this. Wait, let me call the doctor immediately. Oh my Lord.
Father, you are praying with your eyes shut. Do you see God when your eyes are closed? Please pray that you totally recover from your cough. Oh my Lord, please cure my father. Listen to me. Cure my father.
Do you know, Margaret? The church is the Almighty God, and serving mankind are the same. If you do that to humanity, God the Great will be pleased.
Father, you please teach me. I will follow you. Now let us go to the riverside for a walk. You'll feel much better.
Margaret's father died when she was only 10 years old. Margaret did her education at Church Boarding School in London and studied physics, arts, music, literature, and religion. In a way, she soon became a well-known name among the intellectuals of London. She worked as a school teacher and later opened a private school in London. Margaret had the caliber to impart education and inspire others. At a very early age, she had the realization that religion is not having beliefs in doctrines, but is about searching for the desire of light that will bring enlightenment.
Mother, I want to ask you a question. What is death? Where do we go after death?
Talking all rubbish.
They are poor. How do you make distinction between the poor? My father always said that I should serve humanity and did not follow any other dictum at all.
Now you come for studying. In 1895, Margaret met Swami Vivekananda in London when he was returning from America. Margaret described her first experience of meeting Swami Vivekananda, a majestic personality, clad in a satin gown, wearing a wet Western band, sat there on the floor, cross-legged. He recited Sanskrit verses in his deep, sonorous voice. Margaret said, suppose Swamiji had not come to London, life would have been like a headless dream. For I have always known I was waiting for someone. I always said a call would come.
The question has come time and again that if this universe is God's creation, why do we have all these diseases, sorrows, suffering, death, and sheer ignorance? No one has an answer to this in the West. Through some dedicated endeavor and perseverance, the saints and sages of ancient India have found out the answer. India held on to the theory of life's evolution and insight to what India calls as religion. It has come from the invincible, undying India that carried the message of life's true meaning and insight.
Pardon me, Swamiji, but I cannot accept what you say. India is notorious as a land of superstition and for its idol worship.
I know that you won't be able to accept what I said just now, as your beliefs are full of errors. You will not be able to acknowledge any other ideas or thoughts.
Yes, I am rather disturbed, as your theory has not been vouched for or substantiated with any evidence.
We have innumerable evidence, but God is there within ourselves. But the concept of God is our own creation.
I do not believe this.
Margaret, this lies not only on belief, but on perception or cognitions.
Perceptions?
Yes, perception. Just believing that God exists has no meaning at all. India's Hindu religion is established on the perception of knowing and living with the realization of the existence of God.
I do not understand, and that is why I want to know the truth.
You are correct, Margaret, that you do not know. For years, I have also felt highly disturbed and was inquisitive to know the truth. I have provoked and harassed my guru with no end of question after question. My guru there taught us of a way a goldsmith tests the purity of gold on a touchstone. Similarly, you will be able to accept some belief or dogmas only after due verification. Margaret, I can sense a smoldering fire in you. Please come to India. The responsibility of women's education will be reposed in yourself. Now come. Sister, please bring the fire pot. The spoon of worship is ready. Whatever is in the spoon, please offer it as sacrifice in the fire. Please recite. I am sacrificing at your altar.
I am sacrificing at your altar.
O God of fire,
O God of fire,
whatever materialistic possession I have,
whatever materialistic possession I have,
I want to offer to you.
I want to offer to you. Doma Sadgamaya, Doma Shoma Jyotiramaya, Nityama Amritam Ramaya.
I have applied this religious ash on your forehead, and it is a rebirth for you. Your new name is Sister Nivedita.
Nivedita! Nivedita! Nivedita!
Please devote yourself completely to the service of mankind, and please make time to visit Mashallah to receive her blessings. Sister, take her to Mashallah.
Nivedita began practicing meditation. There were basically two things in her mind that she sincerely followed. One being the search for enlightenment by realizing the eternal truth, and the other one was the welfare of the world. She decided to lead a very simplistic life. Her aim was to bring about improvements in the lives of Indian women from various social classes and castes. Nivedita met Sharda Devi, wife and spiritual consort of Ramakrishna, who, surpassing all language and cultural barriers, embraced Nivedita as Kuki, meaning little girl in Bengali. Nivedita always remained one of the closest associates of Sharda Devi. On 13th November 1898, the Holy Mother Sharda Devi came to open a school in Bagbajar, Calcutta. The school was for deprived girls for basic education.
Sister, please begin singing. Oh dear, who are you there?
Ma, I am Nivedita. I have come to offer my respects and salutations to you.
Is that so? You are my daughter. I know that Nurin has crossed the 7 seas to acquire this white lotus to be offered at the feet of Ma Kali.
Ma, I am at your disposal. Please accept me at your feet. Please grant me the strength and courage to endure all hardships by serving the poor. I humbly request you to grace the school for girls that we've started by your blessings.
You are my daughter. I shall visit your school occasionally. And why not? You have come all the way from a faraway land with a mission to
Nivedita. Let me go and get some hot lips for you.
Why do I feel like something scary and obvious is approaching? Oh, brother, I haven't seen you before.
Yes, Sister Nivedita, you won't see me again. That is because I've come from Swami Sharananda Maharaj from Zambia.
What is the matter? You're really scaring me now.
Yes, the news is indeed very sad and shocking. Swami Sharananda has lived with us yesterday.
Oh, my Lord! Where are you, my Lord? You've put me through an extreme test. Who will guide me from now? Who will show me the path? Wait for me, brother. I will go to Belur with you. I want to pay my last respects to Swami Vivekananda. Let's go.
During the plague epidemic in Calcutta in 1899, Sister Nivedita served and took care of the poor patients. She also started going door to door to collect girl students for her school. Not many wanted to send their girls to school due to superstitions. Although Sister Nivedita always had close association with Ramakrishna mission, however, because of her active contribution in the fields of Indian nationalism, she publicly disassociated herself from Ramakrishna mission and started supporting Aurobindo Ghosh, a known freedom fighter.
Sister, you have helped me so much, in so many ways. Don't you get scared?
Swamiji always said that India needs to be liberated from the shackles of colonial rule. I am only trying to follow his directives.
I know that, sister. Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram! I am gradually disassociating myself from the Ramakrishna mission so that there is no allegations of subversion or revolt against the Ramakrishna.
The noble cause you have embarked on is not only the service of God, but also the service of mankind.
Do you hear that? You should go hide. Go hide in a safe place. You're likely to be arrested any moment now.
I have no fear. I do not want to flee.
India expects a lot from you. The independence movement will fall apart and slide backwards if you're taken into custody now. Don't worry, I will take care of your printed magazine and newspaper.
No, Nivedita, I do not want to put you in trouble. God has sent you to liberate Indian women. Come, let's go. Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram!
During later years of Sister Nivedita's life, she engaged herself in activities that promoted and brought forth the cause of Indian independence. Throughout her life, she worked very hard, serving people, giving lectures and discourses at various places. Night after night, she continued writing 14th October 1911 at Darjeeling, West Bengal. Lead me from unreal to real, from darkness of ignorance to enlightened knowledge, from mortality to immortality and peace. O Lord Brahma, give revealed to me in your enlightened form.
Of the children's kids to come and take a bath. Please give them a round of applause. The director, everyone wants the director to go and take a bath.
like, but still very appreciative people are there, and Swamiji is also there. We are lucky. And I want to join you with me in 1 2 lines. You can sing after me also, and after one Mataji's bhajan I am singing. Govinda Narayana, Gopala Narayana. Please. Govinda Narayana, Gopala Narayana, Govinda
Okay, yeah, then option 1. Kung kaya man ito, 3 quarts. Ito natin mula mga minutes.
তিনটে আছে ওখানে এইদিকে নিয়ে আসো এখানটা তো রসগোল্লাগুলো ওদিকে নিচে রাখো না না তোমার ওখানে নিচে রাখো এদিকে বাচ্চারা বসে আছে পা দোলাচ্ছে আরেকটা আছে
First of all, Ramakrishna Vedanta Center in Lusaka is fortunate that Secretary Maharaj of Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission, Belur, India, they were from India just come here to praise our mission over here. Thanks to Swami Suvakanandaji Maharaj. Thanks to Swami Suvakanandaji Maharaj. Thanks to Swami Shantinandaji Maharaj. Very much honor to give a thanks to Mayor of Lusaka. Thanks to our community and their chairman of their association. Tamil community, Malayalam community, Punjabi community, Belur community, Gujarat community, Marathi community, and Bengali community. Thanks to JDBC and people from the newspapers. Thanks to people who were here to renovate the temple and the monks' quarter, namely Mr. Amritaranga Banerjee, Mr. Devashish Bhattacharya, Mr. Rajan Shah, Mr. Devashish Dey, Mr. Raghunath Rai. Thanks to Bhaskar Limited for donation of for donation of tires. Thanks to Mr. Subendra for arrangement of generator and helping to get the visas of Maharajas. Always he is doing that one. Special thanks to Mr. Ramchandran Mitra for legal advice, Mr. Vishwajit Chaudhary for continuously arranging funds for renovation of the temple and the mosque quarter. Special thanks to Mr. Apollo Khan for providing continuous service to Maharaja and the construction support. Special thanks to the Bengali community to give their chair to use over here. Thanks to all the audience and people who has come here to bless the occasion. Thanks to all the people, directly and indirectly, who has contributed to us. Thanks to all committee members, sub-committee members, and with their tireless effort to make this occasion successful.
Nivedita, but I express my regret that Maharaj is nearly 80, and just today Maharaj came and sitting here for several hours. Some items are still. It will continue, some video program. Video you will not do it. Oh, all right. Oh, thank you. They have cut short. So I will request Swami Shantimanandaji and others, if it is possible, tomorrow to do, because Shantimanandaji has already requested you. Tomorrow also is Maharaj is with us. We shall be very, very happy if you assemble here around 7:30 to 8:30. You can have some questions also to Maharaj, and Maharaj can. Today it was a formal program. Tomorrow we will have an informal way of satsang, evening arati, to be followed by Maharaj's discourses, followed by question answers. A little bit bhajan songs will be there, satsang will be there. All are welcome. I am extremely thankful and grateful to all of you. And the committee members and others. I come from a distant place, and I used to stay here for some days, almost several months, every weekend, last week of month. However, seeing everything, those who have already has mentioned, our thanks and gratitude to all of them, but I must mention, but serving, doing all these things, you have only served the Lord and Lord and Lord Himself. And the result is that we all will get their blessings and blessings and blessings, nothing else. Don't forget that. All are invited tomorrow. Thank you all. Namaskar.
Most probably you have heard from today's deliberation that Swami Vivekananda came for the emancipation of two sections of society. One section, the women of the world, and second, the have-nots of the world, and to give them some higher thoughts and ideas. And not only that, that to serve God, you will have to serve God through man. If you serve man, then you are serving God. So it is a new dimension to spirituality, to religion. So today's celebration and function is to find out and attune our souls and attention, to focus the attention toward this sort of personality and his teachings. So this is the objective of today's function. And you can well understand that today's function, there were persons from different sections of Hindu community, as well as as I myself have mentioned, that the Christians, they first discovered Vivekananda. The Muslims first declared him Vivekananda. At that time he was not famous. At that time he declared, a Muslim gentleman, that if he were considered as God in the world, know that this Muslim man is first declaring as God. So Vivekananda had got the dimension of covering all the religions, Hinduism, Like Christian religion, Muslim religion, Islam religion, all the religions, even those who do not believe in God, for them also he can encompass.
What is your way to the Zambian community?
Yes, that's very good. What you were telling, we are suggesting again and again. Vivekananda's message was, wherever you will be, you will have to serve the backward section, those who are in deprived section of the society. So that way we are thinking of taking up some project for the have-nots. If you go to our South Africa, there we are having 6 or 7 centers are there. Through all the centers, we are working amongst this with those who are terminals, patients. We are looking after them. We are giving them food and ration materials for 1 month. In that way, whenever we find and trying to give them higher thoughts and higher education, as this like of drama. This drama, if you do, then automatically your children also will be benefited. They will get higher thoughts. Isn't so? So, this is the impact on the society. We shall have to take up the society slowly, higher and higher level, when they will know how to serve others. Until unless you serve others, your life is not purposeful. Love thy neighbor as thyself.
Thank you very much. Unless there is something which I haven't asked, which you want
to you.
Yes,
do you have? How do you like to this institution? What is your impression about this institution, or about the monks? You have heard us talk and seen us. What do you think about us?
Maybe let me make some comments.
Mayor, let him say.
Of course, I think coming here we learned a lot about yet another view about the whole thing about religion and the fact that in this institution, in this institution, they respect all religions, as we've heard, and of course seeking the truth as the most important thing. So, and what's also important that, as I mentioned earlier, this kind of celebrations keep us in touch with tradition, religions, and beliefs that started many years ago, 150 years. It's a long
Universal
time.
brotherhood.
And we should, I think, keep this in mind that we need to pass on these very important values to our generations for years to come. I'm also happy that he is mentioned about some of the projects that can be introduced in our communities, and as we know as council, what we want is to improve people's lives, living standards, whether in many areas as we understand. So definitely it's something that can benefit Zambia and Zambians.
Medical clinic, mobile medical clinic, permanent medical clinic, hamper distribution, coaching classes, these already we have chalked out, and these projects will be implemented by the Swami with the help of the devotees and government and our friends, admirers, whoever are there. Ramakrishna will always do all these things with the attitude of serving the Lord Himself in the forms of different human beings. And our first objective is, as Swamiji said, our mission is for the poor. So there is no question of any other thing. Swamis, with the help of devotees, good people in every religion, every society, will more and more try to serve the marginalized, as Maharaj has said, underprivileged section, have-nots, just to fulfill the dream of Swami Vivekananda world over, without any distinction of caste, creed, religion, faith, color, complexion, skin, nothing, nationality, nothing. We are all the children of that one God.
You will be happy to know, in 1897, he wanted to send a monk to Africa. So he's
writing details, yes.
Yes.
One of his brother disciples,
one of the brother disciples, because he wanted
at that time Africa.
That time this African people's society should go up. In 1897, at that time the generation thought about.
Swami Vivekananda, 1897, writing that these people are suffering there. One, you please go and try to help them. At present, you will have many turmoils and tribulations, but afterwards, the success of this work will be very, very great. Swami Vivekananda prophesied, and that is the result we are having. Our honorable president, father of the nation, himself has given this land for the propagation, dissemination of the ideas, universal ideas of Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda. Which are that? This harmony of religion, universal brotherhood, hope for the man. No one is just crushed by anyone. Each and everyone has that power, that human excellence to reach the goal and experience the truth in this life. That is why this Sankirtan, and it will be done gradually with the help of all the people. Our mayor will help. I know
Is
interested, and why not everywhere? Petersburg, mayor is giving new place there, Maharaj. Petersburg, Gandhi is his own place. Yes, you set up new activities. And we convey our thanks to heartfelt thanks to the mayor for coming over and attending this function. His many doubts are also cleared by attending this Maharaj's discourses and other discourses things.
Thank you very much.
Thanks to all of
Ram